Hey there everyone, it's Amanda, and today for our Tuesday at 2, I'm going to give you a little tip about painting with acrylics on paper. So I just posted a few days ago a whole collection of paintings. They're just different flowers that represent your birthday month. They're birth month flowers, I guess is what you would call them. And someone asked in the comments, what are you painting on? So I paint with acrylics, but you can 100% use watercolor paper when you're painting with acrylics. So I wanted to show you guys that. I'm in the middle of recording our tutorial for Friday for my memberships. So that's what the little kitty cat down here is all about. But it's being painted on paper also. So I wanted to show you a few things. This here is acrylic on watercolor paper. And the watercolor paper that you use could be anything from something like this, which is 140-pound paper. So that tells you how thick it is. And the thicker your paper is, the better it's going to be for painting heavily using water or thicker paints. It's not going to crinkle up and buckle, as some people say, as easily when you're using a thick paper. So you could use something like watercolor paper. I also have mixed media paper that I've used and I still use for acrylic painting, but it is going to buckle more than the watercolor paper. However, the watercolor paper does have a texture. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this one's pretty smooth. This one that I used for this has got, you can see the little divots in the paper, which is fine with me. I don't mind it at all. But if you like a really smooth surface, then you may want to just kind of take a look at the paper while you're in the store and see and feel of it and see how it feels. If it's some of it's smoother than others is what I'm trying to say. There's also acrylic paper. It's paper that is made for painting on with acrylics. And this one is 246-pound paper. So it is super thick. And it has, this brand does anyway, it has like a linen finish. So the texture on it is more like a canvas. It feels and looks sort of like it's a woven type texture, where the watercolor paper is more like just little divots. I don't know if that helps you at all. But yes, you can 100% paint on paper with acrylics. And I'm going to show you this down here while we're live because I'm excited about it. I'm working on these little cats, and they are both on paper. So I'm not done with this one yet. I'm still working on this one. But and if you're in my creative community or creative club, you're getting a little sneak peek of Friday's video here. This watercolor paper is also 140-pound paper. That's what I'm using for it. But if you can see this one, it's starting to warp and buckle. But what you can do is, if you have that happen, you can just flip it over, paint the back of it, and then it will flatten it out. You could paint it with paint, or you can use gesso on the back, and it will still work just fine. It'll help it to be flat and keep it from warping and buckling. So I'm going to get back to working on our tutorial here. If you're interested in joining my creative club, it is open. It's $18 a month, and you get a brand new tutorial every month. Last month, or actually February, we're still in February, we painted this swan. And so if you join today, you would still be able to get that tutorial, and then this one is coming on Friday. get a new tutorial every first Friday of the month. And this time it just happens that Friday is the first day of March. But I'll put a link below for the club if you're interested. And I hope that this tip was helpful. And I will see you guys back here next week for our Tuesday at 2. Bye.